Woo! Right now, I just got back home from my classes. It's December 5th, around 2:50 p.m. And I truly wanted to make this little clip right now because something that's been on my mind a lot as of recently that I've taken a step forward and really decided to go all in is my relationship with Jesus Christ. To give you some background information, I am currently 18 years old. In the past couple months, my business has done over multiple 5 figures. I've been able to buy my Lexus F Sport cash in January this year. I've been able to get down to 10-12% body fat, stay lean year round, and be really structured and dialed in. Obviously, I have my ups and downs, but for the most part, I'm very consistent. And there's been a thought in the back of my head that, David, just take it easy. Just take your foot off the pedal for these next couple weeks. I have a trip coming up to Mexico. I'll be going to see mi familia en las últimas semanas de diciembre. I'm going to see my family in the last 2 weeks, for 2 weeks in Mexico, which I'm very excited about. But the number one thing running through my head is, David, take it easy, take a step back, just kind of relax. Just take these last couple weeks as a vacation. Go easy and just go all in on January in 2026. However, that's not who I am. The first time I made my investment with my mentor, Max Hagan, when I was stuck with my business I was doing it for, I think, 6 months and barely was able to make any barely made any progress. And December came and I realized that I had to go all in. I had to get uncomfortable. I had to take this step forward. I had to make the investment. I paid my mentor $5,000 in one payment. And after that, everything just went uphill. And I realized that that's not who I am. I was able to take my business to the next level. And no, I don't sell no business mentorship at all. I'm not going to sell you a course on how to sell courses. I coach men on how to get into the best shape possible while still balancing career, their studies, and still having thriving relationships and overall living an active lifestyle. But like I was talking about, I want to take these next couple weeks easy. But that's not who I am. I come from a first-generation Mexican-American household, and my father didn't come here from Mexico when he was 19 years old alongside with my mother just for me to take it easy. Am I fucking serious? That's not the person I am. That's not the person I want to become. I'm here to build a foundation for my business, for my clients, for my future wife, for my future family, because I truly believe in making long-term progress. My business principle is not just to make quick cash for a couple of months and just go ghost. No, rather to build the foundation step by step. So in years and decades from now, I set the best life up for my family, for me, for everyone around me. I'm a very traditional man when it comes to my dating life, because this is very important to give you more detail about what I'm about to do. I'm a very traditional man. Whenever I'll take a woman on a date, always open doors, always pay the bill, always make sure she's safe, always make sure she's protected, but most importantly, always make sure she's having a great time. I'll give you an example actually. Tuesday, I've been talking to this girl for a couple of weeks now. I think she's very beautiful and she's very sweet. I'm into low-key girls. I'm into girls that everyone doesn't know. I like more quiet girls, more reserved women. More women that actually have respect for themselves and have great relationships with their father and mother and family. And so I was talking to her and we set something up. And we were just going to go get some coffee, talk, and out of nowhere I was like, you know what? Let's go bowling. Why not? Because I like to have fun. I like to make sure when I go on a date with a woman that I'm actually interested, that we have a great time. Women like to have fun. I like to have fun. Obviously, I keep it within its parameters. Recently, I've been very changing up my life and going all in with Jesus Christ himself. I used to try to get with every woman I could. Every single time, I try to go out as much. I try to go out as much with every girl I could, as many times as I could, just for that pleasure, which I found out that it's not fulfilling at all. That's not who I represent. So making sure I keep my relationships with a single woman is very important to me. Making sure we're both having great experiences and making sure it's actually a real connection. I'm not here just to sleep around at all. I want to build a real connection with her. The type of man I truly am is a man that takes a risk, is a man who goes all in with his business, with his clients, with my studies, with that girl. I want to make sure that I have stories to tell and I can actually lead, because the head is heavy where the crown is. In order for me to coach other men, I have to set the standard every single day. If you don't follow my Instagram, I truly don't know what you're doing. I post 20, 30 stories a day. I post every single day on Reels, making sure I show you exactly what I'm doing on a step-by-step basis. But me taking it easy these next couple weeks is not going to happen. And right now, what you're going to see is you're going to see a lot of motivational videos. You're going to see a lot of, oh, I can't wait till January 1st. Oh, I'm going to change my life January 1st. Oh, I'm going to be this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to get ripped. I'm going to get a bunch of money. I'm going to have a beautiful girlfriend. And you're going to see those posts on social media and they're going to hit. You're going to be like, you know what? Yes, you're going to be riled up. You're going to be saving the video. You're going to be watching more motivation. However, January 1st hits because you chose to start on January 1st. You have no momentum. You started from zero on January 1st, which is the worst way to do, because everyone is doing that. And look at what happens to everyone. Everyone stays consistent for a couple of weeks, maybe even a month or two, however they fall off. What me and my clients are going to do, and what I would recommend for you to do also, is start already. Right now I'm balancing my studies, my online business, while still keeping my relationship, staying close with my family, and still getting into the best shape possible. I'm constantly still improving. I'm constantly still learning. I'm nowhere where I want to be, but I'm working every single day to actually get there. And instead of waiting for January 1st, I'm going all in. I've been going all in, but I'm going to take it to the next level. There's no more excuses, no more, you know what, let's only eat one healthy meal today, let's eat out, let's try to go out with every girl I can every single week. It's not what I do right now. No. I don't want to live a sinful life. I want to make sure I'm setting the standard for my family, for my clients, and for my future wife and my future kids. But it all starts by starting today. It all starts by taking a step forward, whether that's focusing on single ingredient meals. People think it's so overcomplicated. People think that they have to do a bunch of things, have to work out for hours on end, eat 6 meals a day like a bodybuilder, which only leads them to fall off and make no progress. Why? Because it's not something that you can actually follow for the rest of your life. I only focus on eating 2 single ingredient meals. Right after I finish this video, I'm actually going to go prep my meal, since I'm actually pretty hungry right now. And also making sure that every single meal I consume is single ingredient based. That way, so not only do I feel good, not only do I look good, not only do I look sharp, not only do I feel sharp, but I'm actually satiated throughout the entire day. I don't have brain fog, I don't have mind clutter, I don't have a bunch of BS running through my mind, a bunch of sugar spikes, insulin up and down, no. My energy is balanced, my focus is dialed in, and also, man, it feels good to eat those meals. Whenever I'll eat out, whenever I'll eat some bullshit meal, I feel sluggish, I feel terrible after, and it impacts my business, my education, my ability to communicate with every single one of my clients. That we all have a one-on-one call, 30-minute call every single week. I can literally log in a dashboard and see exactly what they're doing, from their meals, their training, their habits, their mindset, their routines, everything. And we get on a call every single week, so I can actually walk them through what's going on, and if we hit any plateau, we can actually break from it and keep going forward. But like I was saying, focusing on single ingredient food keeps it simple. I don't have to worry about prepping 4 or 6 meals a day. I only eat 2 times. That's around two hours after I wake up, after I get some work done in the morning, and then around late afternoon time. I don't really eat dinner because I don't like going to sleep with a full stomach, and I'm very busy. I'll get home like at 9, 10 p.m., so it's not really convenient for me. Making sure I focus on 2 meals makes it very simple. Cut out all the bullshit. Fast food is BS. Maybe you can have it 1 time a week at max. What I actually do with me and my guys, and that 1 time out of the week, we'll go out, we'll have a good meal. Don't waste this meal on some bullshit pizza or whatever. No, go to a nice restaurant, have a quality meal, take your girl on a date, or take that girl on a date, or take your family out. Have a good time. Make sure you enjoy that cheat meal. And I make sure we have these included. That way so we can still hit our goals, whether it's getting down to 10, 12% body fat, get ripped, have abs, have real energy, be focused, be structured throughout your entire day. This allows them to actually stick to something long term. Not only are they feeling good, looking good from their meals throughout the week, but even on the weekend, they can still go out and have a great time. It's not about living like a bodybuilder at all. I would hate to live that life. Rather, it's building those habits every single day, building the foundation where you can keep on making progress for years on end. And also making sure that consistently training for 45 minutes a day. I'm not working out for hours on end. A couple of days ago, I went to the gym and I was talking to this one guy. He told me he spent 4 hours in the gym. 4 hours. He didn't even have abs. All respect to him, but he didn't even have abs. And I was kind of stunned in my mind. And I told him, like, yeah, I only lift 3 times a week. I only run around 3 times a week. I'll walk. I'll do boxing. There are other times. And he was so surprised because everyone on social media makes you think that you need to spend hours in a gym, which is completely false. Right now, I got my dog right here, so that's why gotta make sure I hold it right. It's my dog. But focusing on training for 45 minutes makes me actually stick to it. Even after a long day, I train like later at night or some days like midday. But I don't have much time. Neither do my clients. They're all busy working 60 plus hours a week, working full time, running their business. I have a guy who I actually coach who lives like 15 minutes away from me. He has his own fencing company. So he needs something that actually fits into his schedule, but actually allows him to get lean and look sharp. I only train, I'll lift 3 times a week. I'll run around 3 times a week. I'll do boxing or go on walks or go walk in downtown city the other times of the week. That way, so I'm still active every single day because the feeling that you get after a good intense workout, all my workouts are intense. I'm pushing myself. I'm going to failure. I'm doing drop sets. I'm running more faster than I can than last time because it makes me feel good after. Not only am I getting lean, not only is it only taking 45 minutes, but even on the busiest days, I can still get it done. Spending 2-3 hours in a gym is complete BS, and that's why you've been in the same place. And that's where I was too. That's why I couldn't make any progress because I was spending so much time in the gym to where when my life got more busy, I couldn't even stick with it. I would completely just stop it for weeks on end. I would be consistent for a week and I would fall off. But making sure I have something that actually works for me makes me stay consistent. As well as social media is terrible. If you're just consuming, it's completely terrible. One quick tip, whenever you open up Instagram, before you open it up, put the volume down. Put the volume down, that way so you don't hear the audio of the video, simply because if you hear the audio and you look at it too, you're more likely to keep scrolling. Reducing your time on social media, fixing up your bad habits will completely change your life. Why am I saying this? Because me, myself, I work online. My business is on my phone, on my computer, on calls, or when I coach my guys in person. I can get distracted very easily. So make sure I cut out social media, except when I'm replying to my DMs, except when I'm making stories, when I'm making reels and everything related to my business. Yes, I can do that. But other than that, I'm not consuming content. It takes up so much mind energy, and it's not even relaxing. At the end of the day, a couple scrolls, you're ruining your entire sleep. So also making sure I reduce, heavily. This is the same thing I have with all my guys. All my guys have their habits checked off. That way so they know exactly what to do step by step on their own customized dashboard. That way so they're not guessing, and we have everything for them. That way so they're not wasting time. They can use that time to work on their business, work on their career, read, spend time with family, go and have a great time, because this, I promise you, if you're spending more than 30 minutes on social media, an hour just scrolling, you're truly wasting time. Not only is it taking up creativity and discipline that you could be applying to your personal life, but it's honestly just a waste of time. These billion-dollar companies have the best people to design websites for them, to design everything to be as addictive as possible. So making sure we do everything I can to stay away from it so I can have a clear mind to make videos like this and actually help my clients out is my number one priority. But one thing is, the last thing I'm going to talk about is it's all about building up the momentum. It's all about making sure that I'm starting right now. So by January 1st, when everyone is just getting started, I'm already running laps around everyone else. I've already built up my momentum. Even though I'm going to be in Mexico, I did it last time. I got leaner when I went to Mexico. Because I was focusing on single ingredient foods, because I was training for 45 minutes. Keep in mind, I was in Mexico, while running my business. I would be spending time with family, 1 hour, getting on calls the other hour, working out the other hour, running the other hour, eating healthy the other hour. I was still dialed in, and because I was dialed in, because I followed what actually works, it allowed me to make more progress, even on vacation. So what I'm going to do these next couple of weeks is absolutely go all in, build up momentum. That way, so by January 1st, when everyone is just getting started, I'm already light years ahead of them, and I hope you do the same. Thanks for watching. You have a good day. If you don't follow my Instagram, David Guzman Coria, my entire name, all my platforms are David Guzman Coria. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Just a quick talk before I need to pack up. I'm going to boxing in 30 minutes. Like I said earlier, I just got back from class. And yeah, man, it's absolutely rip it. Don't wait till January 1st. Start right now. You have a good day.